Peace, peace, peace. What's going on, my peoples? It is your boy, Sincere 7, coming to you live and direct from the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit, the Florida edition. Y'all know I smile every time I say that. So I just want to come on and kick it for a minute because I was in here preparing and, just looking over some different things. We are approximately a week away from the Sacred Animal Venoms Practitioner Training class for the first quarter of the year. So for some of those who have been following me for a minute, y'all are aware that the Sacred Animal Venoms Practitioner Training class is entering into a second year of being taught. We went through and had quite a few students to join and to come into much love and respect. Peace, brother. Oh, no doubt. Peace, brethren. I see you. So we have accepted quite a few individuals into the realm of being Sacred Animal Venoms practitioners in America. This is some brand new form of operating in America. For those of y'all who know, y'all know that previously you had to go to Peru, Mexico, China, different things like this to receive these teachings, to receive these understandings, things of that nature. Well, y'all know me. I'm one of them people who, I go for what I want. So some years back, I reached out and looked for the training, looked for the understanding, looked for the teachings as I received them. And since then, things have projected very fast. This has become a passion for me. There's nothing that I like doing, teaching, or dealing with at this point in time more than the Sacred Animal Venoms. Me being a shaman and a medicine man and a counselor and a magician and all of these things is a very fascinating lifestyle. But since I've been introduced into the Sacred Animal Venoms training, is that's where my passion lies at now. Everything else is cool, but oh my God, when it comes to this, my heart is open. My passion is and I think that because in the years of doing what I've been doing to assist people with their diets becoming better and them becoming healthier, that's dope. Helping people with the traumas and the dramas that they have in their consciousness and assisting them to bring themselves to a state of harmony. That's dope. But I gotta be clear. When I stepped into the Sacred Animal Venoms Practitioner Training realms, and I had a client who was suffering from multiple myeloma, bone marrow cancer, and they told me that they told their physician that I'm not taking no more chemo or no radiation. I will go ahead and self-medicate on marijuana until I die. And then they were told about me, and they came to me and they gave me their information, and I told them, well, what I do. This is what I do. These are the alternative medicines. This is what we have. If you're interested, I wouldn't mind serving you. And that person trusted me and said, hey, you are my practitioner then. I'm going to trust you. And 3 months later gave me a call telling me that they're leaving the hospital and they've just been told that they're cancer free. Let me tell y'all something. No testimonial that I have ever had in my life made me feel the way that did. For somebody to tell you that they were scared that they were not going to be here to spend time with their family within the next year or two, and now a couple years later and they're here and they're happy, that can't, for me, be competed with. So that's what I mean when I say that this has become a passion for me that has superseded all of the other things that I've done. With that, that was what encouraged me. That is what inspired me to feel like we need to have us as practitioners in more. We need more than just 2 snake venom practitioners in America. We need more than just 2. You know what I'm saying? There should not be gatekeeping. There should not be, only I'm going to do this. How? Why would we do that? Why would we want that? It's not about me as who I am and what I do. It's about our people and what they need. There's no way possible that I'm able to provide services for everybody who needs it in America. And if you're telling people, oh, well, you got to go to Mexico or you got to go Peru, and they don't have the finances to do that, I mean, are we really caring about humanity? Are we really caring about? So this is what has inspired me, okay, to offer, to teach, and to train America's next sacred animal venoms practitioners. Okay, so like I said, we're about a week or so away from the next class that's taking place. So I've been really focused on getting ready for that. And I've noticed that I have stopped speaking as much to the people. And I also know that there's quite a few people who are still coming into this understanding, who are still coming into this knowledge, who are still coming into even knowing that these things are an option. We're talking about healing. We're talking about assisting. We're talking about harmonizing. We're talking about detoxing. All of these different things, all of these different modalities that are accessible to us as a people that we're not aware of. So I just wanted to come on and just, speak on that for a second and just let it be known that although class is starting on January 28th, I believe, there will be 3 more classes this year. So the next class after the one in January 28th to February 2nd is the class that's going on this month. So most of you all, I don't know, but this is last minute. So it's like, oh, I want to take this class. Oh, January 28th, that's a few days away. Now, if you have the accessibility, the possibility, and you can make, plans to get where you need to be to do that, fine. But I'm thinking that most people might have just missed that deadline, right? So just to let y'all know, the next class is in April. The next Sacred Animal Venoms Practitioner Training class is from April 28th to May 3rd. Now, what I've changed from last year to this year is I'm no longer doing it once a month. Last year, we was doing it once a month. I was like, if you want to learn, come on, you can get in when you fit in, when you're ready, however. But I seen throughout that year that I think it's better if I hold less classes and have more students per class. So that way, the intermingling between the students, the understanding being shared, the knowledge being shared, this is something that you all can walk through together. And so I said that this year, we're only doing 4 classes, 1 per quarter. So January 28th to February 2nd is the first class. The next quarter, from April 28th to May 3rd, is the next Sacred Animal Venoms Practitioner Training class. Now, we also have started to offer scholarships. There's 5 different scholarships available for individuals who might want to take this class, but the price that is being requested might be something that you can't afford at this point, or just because of there's different reasons for the scholarships. So for instance, there's one for people who actually want to study the science deeper than just on a level of practicing. There's a scholarship for that. There's a scholarship for those who are having financial troubles that might not be able to afford the tuition. There is a scholarship for individuals who are under, how do they say it, that are underserved in our community. So for instance, the majority of the students have been in class so far have been white women, 80% of them. So there's only been 1 other person who's been Black who's taken this class. And so this is an underserved, right? So if you are a Black person, especially a Black male, you're definitely underserved in this arena. So with that being said, there's a scholarship. LGBTQ, you're Mexican, you're alien, you're maybe you're a paraplegic. I'm underserved individual, so y'all get what I'm saying. So there's different scholarships that if you are interested in taking the class, you might be able to apply for one of the scholarships and get some of that tuition knocked down. There's also payment plans that we are now offering at the Sacred Academy of Detroit. I said it for the first year, because we were just getting started, we didn't have enough behind us to be able to offer that. Now where we're at, what we've been doing, the people we have behind us, the resources we have behind us, the students that have already shown and proven, now we have the availability to be able to offer back. So not just scholarships, but also payment plans. Now, to be clear, for those who are interested in payment plans, the next two classes after April 28th to May 3rd is July 28th to August 2nd and October 27th to November 1st. Why am I saying that? Because if you're interested in a payment plan, understand, if you take the class in July or October, you have that many more months to add into your payment plan. So you can sign up now, pay your deposit, and then make a small payment plan weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly up until July or October. Be fully paid, take part in the class. So class is going on January, April, July, October. There are 5 scholarships that are being offered, and there are payment plans. So for the individuals that are saying, well, wait, what is the class? What do we learn? What do we do? Well, this class is to prepare you to be a sacred animal venoms practitioner, okay? A sacred animal venoms practitioner. Well, what does that mean? Well, in the realms of healing or medicine, we have different kingdoms. You have the mineral kingdom, you have the plant kingdom, you have the fungi kingdom, you have the animal kingdom, and you have the kingdom of man. And within all of those kingdoms, there are healing modalities in each one of those kingdoms. So if you deal with mineral healing, these are the people who make sure that your base existence within your body, you have enough minerals, you have enough calcium, you have enough potassium, you have enough of these things that are the foundation for the reactions that are going on within your body. For certain things to happen, there has to be things there, right? So we start off at the minute mineral level. Now, then we go up to the plant medicine. Now, the majority of alternative healers, this is where the majority of them lie at. This is where you get your herbologists, the herbs and the plants that you can utilize for healing of the self, right? But as we look at these different levels, there's also the levels of power or expression from these different kingdoms. So the mineral kingdom is a very, very slow and low level expression. For instance, if you give somebody a mineral for their love life, what is this? The rose quartz, right? You're having issues within yourself and foundation of your relationships. Somebody will give you a rose quartz. They don't come to you a week later and say, yo, how's that rose quartz doing? You found a mate yet? No, when they give you a rose quartz, they're going to talk to you in 9 months to a year, because minerals have a very slow or low level expression. So when we go from the mineral level up to the plant kingdom, mineral kingdom, to the plant kingdom, then now what we're paying attention to is the expression of the plants, which is a little bit higher than mineral, but it's still a lower level of expression. Plants are planted in the ground, they're held and contained, and they can express themselves in a very limited expression, consciously and everything like this. So all I'm saying by that is the utilization of, when you're dealing with herbs, we're looking at 90 days to 120 days. Like if you're doing a real plant medicine journey or healing, you're looking at 90 to 120 days for results. Now, when you go from the plant kingdom, which is the most utilized kingdom for healing, up into the fungi kingdom, now the expression and the power of fungi is stronger than plant is. So we're looking at a quicker response when we're using fungi medicines over plant medicines. Okay, so if I'm dealing with the brain, memory, things like this, I might do some ginkgo biloba, I might do some thyme and rosemary. I might do right. But when I go into the fungi kingdom, I'm dealing with lion's mane. 30 days. If anybody is dealing with a mental fog, clarity, a lack of, or even traumatic brain injury, when I give them the lion's mane, 30 days, you should start being able, at maximum, give or take, to see results. Whereas, like I said, with the plant medicine, we're looking at 90 to 120 days. Well, with the fungi medicine, we're looking at 30 days. Well, hold on. Well, let's go from fungi medicine, which is, to throw out there, the least known and practiced. The fungi kingdom, or mycology, right now is at a new state of existence. So we are every day coming aware of different fungi that can assist us in our healing and our harmonizing of ourselves. Okay, so when we go from the fungi kingdom to the animal kingdom, now we're dealing with a very powerful and very fast expression. Animals move amongst the planet. They have a consciousness. They have a want. They have desires. So with that being said, the expression of animal medicine is a lot more faster and a lot more powerful than minerals, plants, and fungi. Okay? So what do we mean when we're talking about animal venoms? Such as what, Seven? What do you mean? Well, one of the first ones is Kambo. Kambo is a secretion that is given off by the Phyllomedusa bicolored tree frog. So it's a frog in the Amazon and different places that it grows. And instead of a offense mechanism, this animal has a defense mechanism, whereas if it's stung, bitten, attacked, scratched, diseased, anything like that is put onto it from an external, it has a secretion that comes out and neutralizes it. Antiviral, antiseptic, parasitic. So many antis. It's the strongest detoxification that you can take on the planet. Okay, so that's off of again the Phyllomedusa bicolored tree frog. If you want to know more about this, Sapo in My Soul by Peter Gorman is an excellent resource for you to read up on. And Peter Gorman was the individual in America who basically first brought this to America. This has been used for hundreds of years by indigenous tribes for healing, for regeneration, just so many different things. So Sapo in My Soul is a good one, right? So that frog venom is known for detoxification. It's known for cleansing, okay? So that would be a nice start. These are what's called Kambo sticks. So what I just showed you as far as the Kambo, these are the sticks. And you can see the medicine. There's the back of one stick, but here's the front of another. This is how it looked before, and then when they put the Kambo secretion on, this is how it looks. That's why on the other side it's like that, right? So basically you take a small amount of this, dab a little hole in your skin with a stick, you burn it, Thomas vine, and you dab it on your skin, and you remove that top layer of flesh, and you apply that Kambo. And what happens is that is absorbed into the lymphatic system, where that medicine travels through your body, is released into the blood system, and it goes through your body to cause, again, cleansing, detoxification, and protection. Okay, so that is Kambo. That is one of the sacred animal venoms that you learn when you come and take the Sacred Animal Venoms Practitioner Training class offered by the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit. Okay, this is the workbook that comes with the class when you take it. Okay, so that's one of the sacred animal venoms. Another one is Bufo. Now I'm going to speak about that real quick because then I'm going to the next two. I might take a little time. Bufo is from the Bufo alvarius toad. So the first one's from a frog. This one's from a toad. And when we speak about healing, now we're going a little bit more into the conscious healing. The this is an entheogen. So we're dealing with depression. We're dealing with traumas, dramas, a lack of love. Bufo is a powerful empathogen, or a heart opener, as well as a consciousness expansion. We talk a lot about certain entheogens that are altered states of consciousness. Well, I don't look at Bufo as an altered state of consciousness. I look at it as after you've cleansed yourself and you've brought yourself to a certain point of development, then you take Bufo. You've already dealt with an altered state of consciousness. When you take Bufo, now you're expanding your consciousness. Now you're able to accept more into your consciousness and understand it because you have went to this place of higher learning, if we will, right? So Bufo is another sacred animal venom that you learn when you come to the Sacred Animal Venoms Practitioner Training class. Now, the next two that I want to speak about, let me just show y'all this. See if y'all can see that. You see that? Can y'all see what's going on in that bottle? I don't know if it's too much reflection or not, but I bet when I turn it around like that, y'all can clearly see that that's a cobra inside of this. Now, when I turn it to the side, you might be able to see the scorpion. See that? That's a scorpion. So this is a bottle with a cobra and a scorpion in it. What the hell is that, Seven? Why do you have that? This is the old formula of Sacred Animal Venoms Practitioner Training. This is what they have in places like Asia, China, things like this. Because what they would do is they would put the scorpion and or the cobra or snake into the bottle and would fill it with wine. And while it's drowning the animal is thrashing and biting and doing stinging everything it can to try to get out. So it is actually releasing these venoms into the bottle. Then you put that bottle into a dark room for approximately 6 months. There's an alchemization process that takes place. After that, you take it out and the medicine is ready. So if you came and let's just say you have cancer, they might tell you take a shot of this every morning for 30 days. Let's say that you have some type of bronchial or lung disorder and your breathing is messed up. They might tell you to take 2 shots of this for the next 3 days. This is giving you the antiviral, giving you the toxins, giving you all of these things so your body can utilize them, right? But there wasn't a whole lot of control within the medicine, right? So, and like I said, just taking a shot of because you have, it's giving you these things to utilize over a certain amount of time. But as we have went through more scientific discovery and understanding about biochemistry, biology, and the way that toxins and things work, especially with Peter Gorman bringing and introducing to us the understanding of absorbing venoms through our body. These peptides, which are basically small amino acid chains, are small enough to be absorbed through the body into the lymphatic system. So now we are, instead of ingesting it, where the digestive fluids and the enzymes in the gut break down a lot of these toxins and peptides that we need, now we're absorbing it directly into our lymphatic system and placing it into our bloodstream to where these are now more effective. So this is what we have now. This is a vial of snake venom. So just like I spoke about doing the Kambo, right? Now, instead of the Kambo, I'll take this stick and I'll get my lighter and burn that. Boom. And I rub that off. I do that 6 times. And once I do that, then I get my syringe and suck up a certain amount of this venom and apply it to those gates. And I allow those venoms to be absorbed again into my lymphatic system, released into my bloodstream, where these toxins, peptides, and proteins are able to cause biochemical changes within my body. The gist of being a practitioner is to know what is going on in your body, what is not working, what's working too much, what is there not enough of, what is there too much of. Once we understand this, then we say, well, you need more of this. What is it that I have that can produce more of that? You need less of this. What do I have that can decrease that? Okay, so this is where we get into studying these venoms very deeply. Some of them are, how does one know we need animal venom? So, good question. Do I stop saying what I was saying to answer that? Yeah, we'll get back to what I was saying. So for me, as a practitioner, of all of the kingdoms, okay, sometimes when people come to me and tell me what they're going through, they only need a plant medicine. Sometimes they only need some minerals. Some people who are having heart issues is literally because they do not have enough minerals. That's it. There's a certain amount of magnesium or a certain amount of zinc or a certain amount of phosphorus or calcium that needs to be in our body for things to operate effectively. I don't need to give you snake venom because you have that. You just need some minerals. So this is why I tell people very specifically, I'm teaching people how to become practitioners. What that, not administrators and facilitators, what that means is when you come to me and you say, hey, this is what I'm dealing with. I got a lack of this. This is going on too much. I have too much of this. I have this disease, this ailment. It's up to me to know what makes that happen. What is it that is producing that? What is it that's stopping that? Now I'm going to look and say, okay, what do I have to alter that? So if I have a plant medicine that can give you what you need to bring your body back into harmony, we can use that. However, remember I spoke about minerals, plants, fungi, animal. Well, what if what you're dealing with is something that's powerful, that's strong? It's attacking you, it's moving through. I'm not going to go to plant medicine. I'm not going to say there's not plant medicine to take care of cancer. I'm going to say unless you're at stage 1 and you figured out real early, plant medicine is not what I'm going to go to. If you at stage 2 or 3, fuck some plant medicine. You're already at a stage where this shit is moving fast. So I'm not worried, or I'm not going to start you on plant medicine. I'm going to go directly to these venoms. Now, once I give you the venoms and start the healing process, I'm going to tell you, hey, we should also implement the plant such as RSO, Rick Simpson oil, right? Or the fungi, the turkey tail, the reishi, these different ones that are anti-cancerous, right? So it's very important, first of all, to know the foundation of what you're dealing with. Secondly, to know how effective what you're using is based off of what you're using it against. So good question. Thank you for asking. And anybody who has any questions, please present them and I'll try to answer them as we go. So thank you for that question. So your practitioner will know if you need animal medicine based off of understanding the disease or ailment that you're dealing with and basically the time situations that we have. So going back into it. So the snake venoms, the Kambo is good for cleansing, detoxification, and protection. The snake venom is great for so many different things. Let me just be clear. Kambo, by application terms, is 7% peptides. So what I mean by that is if I give you 100 milligrams of Kambo, 7 milligrams is peptides and proteins. As compared to snake venom, 90%, 90. Less than 10% cleansing and detoxification. 90%, some of everything. So we're talking about cancers, we're talking about blood pressures, we're talking about diabetes, we're talking about skin disorders, we're talking about coagulation or anticoagulation, we're talking about, it's all about, when you're dealing with the snake venom, it's about knowing which snakes we're dealing with and what things that those will deal with. So for instance, people who have traumatic brain injuries, have had strokes, or are having neurological problems such as multiple sclerosis. This is all neurotoxins that we need. So I'm going directly to something such as a monocled cobra, a king cobra, or green or black mamba. All of these snakes, their venoms is high in neurotoxins. So these neurotoxins address the neurological disorders or the brain, spinal cord, central nervous system, and the lungs. But something like, let's say, antiviral. Let's say we're dealing with HSV, herpes, shingles. This is something where you'll want something antiviral. So we'll use something like a water moccasin, maybe a fer-de-lance, or scorpion venom. Right? So this is new. Let me just tell y'all, every year I add another layer. I add another addition to, like, no matter what I do, I always am seeking to learn more. So as I go forward, I like to offer my students more. So let me be clear that in 2023, we spoke on scorpion venom, but I didn't teach on it, and I didn't give the opportunity for individuals to utilize it. 2024, that's what's new. Every practitioner that's coming through now will be taught and trained on scorpion venom as well. All right. I am so new to this world. Such a treat. Thank you for sharing this knowledge. Yo, thank you for tapping in. And that's why I said, let me get on here and address my people, because I sometimes be like, man, I've been doing this stuff for years. They already know. They don't want to hear me talk every week about, and then whenever I get on, people be like, wow, I didn't know this. So it's like, I need to stop thinking that y'all really listen to me every fucking day. Like, y'all are like, oh yeah, we already know. No, some people don't. Some people don't know nothing about none of this. And that's why it's like, I got to stay on point with continuing to educate, offer, and making these things available. So thank you for telling me that and letting me know that it is time for videos like this. This could fast track our healing journey. Oh, it definitely does. Oh, it definitely does. Ask me for some testimonials. Tap in with me one-on-one, and I can get you in some testimonials. You can hear it for yourself. You can talk to these people. You can understand. Shout out to Pebbles. She out there. She's on my page. Look her up, Pebbles McCoy. Like, because she gave me permission to share her story. Like, when you get somebody who has cancer that comes and uses alternative medicines and then is cancer-free, that is a large testimonial. And this is not complementary medicine. This is alternative. I teach about the two of those. Complementary medicine means, okay, you're going to do chemo, or you're going to do this herb or whatever the hospital gives you. And also you're going to do what no. Alternative is saying, I don't want what they offering here in the hospital. I'm not doing none of that shit. I'm going to use the alternative. So Pebbles was an alternative healing client. So I've had individuals who have been complimentary, and it's like, you can't really stand out there and be like, hey, this does this because they had it and they don't know more. But wasn't they also using the stuff in the house? Yeah, but it was my network. It wasn't there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool. But when you have somebody says, no, I'm not dealing with none of that shit. I had cancer 3 times already. I did the chemo. I did the radiation. I'm not doing none of that shit because it destroys my body more than cancer. That is what Pebbles said. That is how she loved and trusted me. And after our 3 months of treatment, she called me back like, hey, these motherfuckers said I'm cancer-free. Fuck you mean? And I'm like, what? How you do that? Well, all right. So that's what I mean when I say this is why I'm so passionate about this. I owe you a call. So anytime, just hit me up. DM me, inbox me. If you're interested in this class, in this course, you know what I'm saying? Inbox me, give me your email address and ask for further information, and I will. If you are interested in going through a healing journey, reach out to me and I can tell you about the different practitioners that we have trained that might be in your area. And if there's none in your area, then be the first, okay? So let me see. We talked about the Kambo. Oh, let me talk to you about another one that I don't offer, and I'm going to tell you why. That's bee venom therapy. Yeah, bee venoms. When I say animal venoms, animal, insect, frog, it doesn't matter, right? We're talking about life, animated life, right? So when I say animals, it's kind of like, you know, all of that that's not connected into or under and in the earth. We're talking about beings that move with a consciousness. So bees, bee venom therapy is very, very useful. Some people ask, well, why you don't teach it? Because since I got out the military, I've taken it upon myself to not try to cause harm nor death to any being. So to do bee venom therapy, the bees give their lives. When they sting you, you take the bodies and you throw them away, because once the stinger come out, they die. So that's the only reason that I don't offer bee venom therapy. But let me be clear. If you have arthritis, if you have what is that shit that people, Lyme disease, these are good places to seek out. If you have an individual in your community that does bee venom therapy, don't sleep on them. The only reason I don't offer it is because I don't want to kill. Okay. So with that being said, we got Kambo from the frog, we got Bufo from the toad, we got the scorpion, we got the snakes. All of these antiviral, anti-cancer, anti, all right? We all know the antis. So depending on what you're dealing with, what you're going through, this might be exactly what you need. Don't sleep on it. We're here and we're here for you. So again, if you're interested in class, January 28th to February 2nd, it's a week away. It's a bit short. April 28th to May 3rd, July 28th to August 2nd, and October 27th to November 1st. The classes are offered. There are 5 different scholarships that you can apply for. And if you get them, you get up to 25 to 50% off of your tuition, as well as we have payment plans that if you make your deposit now, you can just pay those payment plans up until it's time for your class. So I'm trying to make it as simple as possible for those who really feel like this is for them. Okay, not simple so anybody can do it, but if you're moved, if you are a healer, I invite you to tap in on this. If you already are a Kambo practitioner, and I have also started offering a discount to people who are already Kambo practitioners. Okay, so wanted to throw that out there as well. Any questions, comments, concerns, interests, please reach out. And if you have any right now while I'm on live, I don't mind answering them. So is there any questions, comments, or concerns from anybody right now? Please share this video. If you're watching this video, please share it. Share it with people or just share it publicly. I feel like this is the type of information that needs to get out. The more practitioners, the more healers, and the more people that we have with a passion to help heal our community, the faster we can get this done. And we can all see that this is the time for massive healing and alignment. There's a lot going on universally. There's a lot going on ancestrally, cosmic, and celestially based. So at this point, I mean, what is this? The age of Aquarian, right? Where the wisdoms is being poured out into the heavens. That's what the signal is. So it's like the knowledge that we have, that was the generations before. Now it's not about knowledge. It's about wisdom. It's about information. It's about things that people can learn that they can utilize right now, right? And so that is what I feel like we are offering with this. So please take part. Can you run me through the process as far as what does one feel or expect in one of these treatments? Good question. Good question. So let's start with the Kambo. With the Kambo, this is a detoxification, cleansing, and protection. So when we're talking about detoxification, we're saying that there are things within us that our body is going to assist us in getting out. One of the main things that Kambo does is it causes your small intestine to contract. Now, those who know biology know that the small intestine doesn't contract. That's not something it does, right? The large intestine might, but the small intestine doesn't. So at this point in time, when you utilize the Kambo, it starts the small intestine to contract. So what do I mean by that? Imagine the tube of toothpaste. This is your system. And it's filled with all types of gunk that's been trapped in there since the time you started eating solid foods. Well, all of a sudden now we're going, Imagine squeezing that. All that toothpaste is coming out of that tube. And now your body is going to carry that waste out of your body and eliminate it. So when you are using Kambo, I like to tell people you feel like you got the flu for about 5 minutes. You get hot. Oh shit! Like this is how people look when they're taking Kambo. Can I lay down? No, don't lay down. Okay. And a lot of people purge. You'll throw up. Some people don't purge. Sometimes they release the toxins and later on they'll defecate. Okay. So it makes you feel like you got the flu. The ceremony is about 15 minutes long. So you feel bad for about 5 to 7 minutes of that. The rest of it is like you going in or coming back out. Afterwards, your endorphins kick in and you feel fucking awesome. Every single person that comes and gets Kambo, when they leave, they feel so much fucking more alive, lighter, and invigorated than when they first came, even if you weren't sick when you came. Okay, so there is a purge, a release, a discomfort for about 5 to 10 minutes. After that, you feel awesome and you're protected. The medicine stays in your system anywhere from 3 to 6 months. Now, snake venom. When you're receiving snake venom, it don't feel like that. When we do snake venom, a lot of us go into a meditative state. Some people fall asleep. Some people are just scrolling their phone. You know what I'm saying? It depends on where you get it, right? So for people who have the neurological and we're doing cobras and mambas, a lot of time we'll do it on the back of the neck, spinal cord down the back. So you'll lay on a massage table, right? So that one you tend to usually fall asleep, go to meditation, listen to some music. It's calm, it's comfortable. You don't feel anything in the body physiologically, right? Some people like we on the forearms right here, you might even be able to see, you know, the gates on my arm. Okay, there we go. So with that being said, we'll sit and put the gates on, and some people will watch TV, or some people will scroll their phone, or some people will just sit there and look at it, right? But you don't really feel anything. Like it's just kind of like real calming and real meditative. It's like it's a synergy. It's like that's coming together, but it's so subtle. When you take Bufo, Bufo is an entheogen. Bufo is a consciousness expansion. So it is the most powerful entheogen that, as a medicine man and a shaman, it is under my opinion that Bufo is the strongest entheogen you can take, period. Like, isn't one stronger? Is not one that is going to give you more experience, like of anything. Like, no, nothing. I don't care. Like, Bufo is that one. So how does it feel? There is not physical words to explain what you feel when you take Bufo. Your heart opens, your consciousness opens, and you leave this dimension. And when you come back, you feel like you just was loved by God. I don't know. That's the best way to put it. Like, you know, and what everybody goes through in their actual journey is different, but the feeling, it is amazing. It is so amazing. And then like with the scorpion venom, same as like the snake venom, is not really so much as a feeling. So for instance, scorpion venom is a way to use this is you might put a couple drops in your oral solution, make an oral solution, put a couple drops in your water and drink that. And you do this every day for the next 30 days. Or like I said, scorpion venom is very good for the antiviral properties. So let's just say people who have cold sores, herpes, shingles, things of this nature, and they say that when an outbreak comes, that I've been told that when people are going through this and having an outbreak, they can feel it a couple days before it happens. So for those individuals, I explained to them that when you feel that sensation taking place, you start applying the venoms right then and there. Wherever you feel it at, you start applying the scorpion venom. And this will, one, keep the outbreak from coming out, but two, it will also send this antiviral in through those neurological pathways to cleanse and antiviral to cleanse and destroy, because these viruses do what's called go dormant, and they go dormant within your neurological pathways and cells. So they say it's intracellular. This is why I tell people that have come to me that are dealing with fighting herpes and things like this, that we use them conjunction with Kambo as well as snake venom or scorpion venom, because Kambo is not an intracellular medicine. Kambo will go in your system, it'll glow in your blood, it'll work on all of this, but it's not intracellular. It does not enter the cells, whereas certain snake venoms are intracellular. So they're able to soften the coating of the cells so that the medicine, these peptides and proteins, can get into those cells and address these viruses and into those neurological pathways. So that's how that works. That's how that goes. So with those venoms, there's not a whole lot of feeling. The main thing that is uncomfortable is that Kambo. That Kambo for that 5-10 minutes, you like, oh my goodness. What every one of us who do Kambo, while we're doing it, we're going, why do I even do this shit? Hell no. Why would I do this to myself? But afterwards, like, that's why, right? So good question. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Any other questions, comments, or concerns about the venoms, the utilization? I'm on a live. I'm gonna hit you right back. Pardon myself, y'all. So does anybody else have any questions, comments, or concerns about the venoms, the class, or anything like that? If so, hey son, I'm on a live. I'm gonna call you right back. I'm almost finished. All right. All right. Yeah, does anybody else have any more questions, comments, or concerns before I get out of here and answer all these calls I got coming in? I'm trending right now, y'all. Oh man, I love y'all. Yes, this shit is amazing. That's now after I'm talking about it for 45 minutes, y'all can see why my passion within this is so fucking like fiery. Like this is that's the other thing. If you want to learn more, I like to give resources. So if you want to learn more about hey, listen, when I was young, one of my favorite shows was Reading Rainbow. LeVar Burton got me into reading books. So what did he used to say? Don't take my word for it. It's in a book, right? So for those who really want to know, are you serious? What do you mean that this shit is anti-cancerous, you know what I'm saying, viral, anti-parasite? What do you mean when you say that these things can be treated? Listen, this is, look, hold on, let me show you this part. Where does that say? Oxford. Yeah. Y'all know what Oxford is, right? I didn't make this shit up. The scientists said it. Okay? The scientists said it. And this right here, Brian Fry is one of the leading individuals when it comes to venoms and the usage and the therapeutics and all of these different things. So this book right here, Venoms, Reptiles, and Their Toxins, is an excellent source for going and figuring out the types. Now, this is not going to teach you how to become a sacred animal venom practitioner, but it will verify that the things that I tell you in class, and it's also this book, when you take the class, this is your textbook. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like if you have a client that's saying, how is this, or how is this? Oh, well, let me show you this right here. Oh, let me give you the science. Let me give you the molecular weight. Let me give you the makeup of these proteins and peptides. Let me give you the actual coding of this peptide. Ain't nobody gonna question me. I'm ready for it, right? And this is what you want in anything you do. I don't tell a client, well, source told me, and I'm pretty sure that this will work because in my heart. No. I'm a fucking scientist, okay? I'm a shaman too, and a medicine man, but I do not mix those things. I'm not going into the interdimensional realms to come and figure out how to serve you when you have a physical ailment. There's a science behind why you have a physical ailment, and there's a science to eliminating it. So if you're interested and you need some assistance, hit me up, DM me, inbox me. If you're interested and you want to become the assistant, hit me. I love this. Anything else? Anybody else? Anything I need to cover? Any more questions, comments, or concerns? And if not, and like I said, if you're interested, inbox me. Let me know what you're looking for, whether it's to get some type of treatment, to heal somebody in your family, or if you want to become a practitioner and you want to be the person to heal your family, your children, your loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have been in heaven since I've started on this journey and on this path. And I am honored to be a part of the people's stories that I am a part of. It's truly an honor. And I always tell people, y'all don't know how to use me. Don't be on Facebook arguing with me about some silly post I put up about a motherfucking the relationship or how I feel about Taraji P. Henson. Like, I am a medicine man. I'm a man like anybody else. So I like talking about wild shit, but don't entertain and argue with me about dumb shit when I'm literally here to assist you all in your healing. Don't get caught up on the rest of that shit. I just like to have fun. I'm here for this, to assist you all in your healing, harmonizing of your body, and to help teach people how to become those people. Somebody said I'm glowing. Thank you. That's because I feel fucking great. Like, I feel great. I really do. Like I said, this is an honor to be who I am and to be of who I am to the people I am that to. People get on Facebook and be arguing with me about some silly shit. Oh, well, the man came first, the woman came first. Da, da, da. I really don't give a fuck about none of that. But when somebody tells me, yo, thank you, because I was fucking suffering from this, and you know, ever since I came and dealt with you, I am suffering free. That is what the fuck makes me get up in the morning and go, all right, what can I do for my peoples now? This is why everybody who knows me, who's been to my place of rest, wherever I fucking sleep and lay my head at, anybody who's been there, if you've walked in, you know, when you look around, all you see is shit for y'all. Because this is my passion, and I've given up everything to continue to be of service to my people. And I really, really, really love teaching. I do. That's why now I'm leaning into that more. Like, I would rather teach 100 practitioners and never have to give nobody ceremony. I don't got to do it. Let them do it. Oh, no, you need ceremony. Oh, I know. Oh, the person I taught, they live in Kansas. They'll teach you. They live in Texas. They'll take care of you. They live in New York. They'll take care. I don't have to be that one. I'm not eager to, I give everybody, I'm the man, no, like, hell no. This week, be online. This will be okay. Thank you for that question. That's the other part. Unfortunately, this is not an online class. I've thought about it so many different ways, but the truth of the matter is I can't do this online because once you go through all of your lectures, then we got to go through the labs. So even if I was to do it online, you would still have to come to do your labs. So it doesn't really work like that. So no, it's a 6-day intensive course, and you have to come either to Sunrise, Florida, which is right outside of Fort Lauderdale, or Detroit, Michigan. And you have to stay for 6 days, because after we go through all of the lectures, you go through your labs. What are labs? Labs is giving yourself Kambo, giving your classmate or me Kambo, giving yourself snake venom, giving your classmate or me snake venom, and then having your first experience with Bufo. So you got to be here, because we got to do all of that. Like, how you gonna get somebody Kambo? You ain't had it. I'm gonna teach you over the internet, send you a stick. No. Give it to yourself. For everything that I do first. I do first. And as a practitioner, I always tell my students that even when you order more, like, oh, I've used all my venom, I need some more Cobra venom. Okay, cool. Cobra venom get there. You give it to yourself first. When I order Kambo sticks, oh, I got a new stick. All right, we getting ready to do. Oh, well, hold on. Let me give myself this Kambo first. Right? So it is a class that has to be taken in person. It's a 6-day class. And this is also why I've scheduled them so far out. So people who have jobs, family, like I got to leave my house for 6 days. Oh, I got a dog. I need somebody to watch my dog. I got my children. I got to get, you know what I'm saying? Okay. If you sign up for class in October, shit, you got 8 months to set all of that. You got time to take off time from work. You know what I'm saying? Get on your payment plan. First, get your scholarship. By all means, apply for your scholarship. If you get the scholarship, boom, you done knocked off a nice amount. Now you take your payment plan from now till October. If you do a payment plan from now to October and you get the scholarship, I believe your bi-weekly payment is like $200-300. Let me see. $240. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we do it. We make it to where you have enough time where you can schedule this. You can get your plane tickets. You can book your lodging. At my locations, I have one extra room. So first come, first serve. So some people get the lodging in my apartment down here or at the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit in Detroit. So that is an option. But you have long enough to set all of this up, to take your time off of work, you know, get your scholarship, make your payment plans. By the time July 28th or October 27th get here, all you got to do is show up and have a fucking blast. And let me tell you, when I tell y'all, my class is dope. Hit me in the inbox and ask for the testimonials. I'll give you the testimonials of people who took the class. My class is dope. It's really comfortable. It's really cool. At this point, it's not so big yet where it's like we're in a classroom. I'm walking in. Our classes are dope. It's intimate. We have them on the couch. You know what I'm saying? Sitting in chairs, walking to the park. We go take a field trip. When we're in Detroit and you take class, we take a field trip to where the snakes are at. And you get to meet the snakes. You get to interface with them if you want. You don't touch them. You don't hold them. Can I hold that? my man's who cares for the snakes. Shout out to him. He know who he is. The first time he was over and somebody was like, "Oh, can I hold it?" He looked him dead in the face and said, "You want to die today?" They were like, "No." And he's like, "Well, no, you can't hold them. These are venomous snakes. They will kill you. So you don't hold or play with or milk the snakes, but you do get to meet them. You do get to see them in their environment. You get to get the what is that called? Personality of them. It's very beautiful. And when you come to class in Florida, you know, we take field trips to the farmers market and the beach. You know, if we want to go see the alligators, we can go so it's fun. I make it fun. The whole time you are here or there, we're having a ball, you're learning, and you're adding to your resume. Okay. So anything else? Any questions, comments, concerns, anything I didn't cover? Y'all are asking all the perfect questions. The things that I'm leaving out, y'all like, hey, so if you take the class, what do you get when you leave? You get a certification that you are certified to practice and administer Kambo, as well as snake venom. You get a Kambo stick, your dragon's blood, your Thomas Shea vine to open up the gates, as well as 2 vials of snake venoms of your choice. So there's, at this point, I believe in-house we have about 8 different snake venoms. If you all want, inbox me and I can give you the QR code that you can look up. And when you look it up and open it up, it gives you all the different snake venoms and what those venoms treat, what those venoms assist with, what those venoms help with. So if you're interested in more, just inbox me or DM me, and you know I'll respond. But other than that, man, thank y'all for your time. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing this. And thank you for your interest. And for those of y'all who have been, thank you for your continued support over these years at the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit. Y'all know years ago when I was just starting, I would never imagine that I would be where we're at now when it first started. Okay. Please make this video saved and shareable after live. I know you usually do, but you cover so much in here and I missed a lot, and definitely have people to share it with. Yeah, I'm going to leave it up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, thank you all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And as always, I'm going to close as I always do. Find somebody you know today and tell them that you love them in the language that they can understand it in. Peace.